Hi, my name is Shlesha, and I am an email and lifecycle marketing strategist. I've worked with many brands from small businesses to over multi-million-dollar companies. Today, what I'm going to share with you are some AI ChatGPT prompts to come up with a content calendar for next month. Very simple. I have templated this myself to use across clients and to use for my own businesses. And it is very easy to use. So I will share my screen and show you how to use them. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, so you go to ChatGPT, go on a completely fresh screen, and this is prompt number 1. I'm going to copy and paste it. So I already have this prompt saved, and I'm going to copy and paste it. So this is the prompt. You are an email marketing strategist with a ton of D2C, direct-to-consumer email marketing experience. If you're a B2B brand, you just change that to business email marketing experience, and you sell to _ brands. So depending on what you are, you could say you sell to makeup brands, all right? So you sell to makeup brands. You have a lot of email marketing experience selling to makeup brands. You are great with copywriting. You are great with strategy. You know about the technicalities, and you also know about current trends, and you know how to do research effectively. You know about the pain points and the desires of the customers. Do you understand your role? So I start off with that. I say send. So we send this over. You see what it says, and it says, yes, I understand. Perfect. So next prompt. So the brand let me actually copy this 1 second. So the next prompt is this one. So this prompt here. So the brand we will be working on today is called, so you come up with a brand. Let's just call it Best Makeup Brand. This brand makes, let's say, lipsticks, eyeshadows, blushes, whatever the brand makes, but the prime focus is, let's say, on eyeshadows. So you just replace this with what your brand makes. Does it make fishing equipment? Do you sell cooking wear? If you're B2B, you just change this based on your brand, and you say your brand sells, and then you say maybe it's a software, maybe it's a service, whatever it is, you just customize it for your brand. So you basically list out all of your packages here if you're a service provider or a business or B2B brand. So seem to be the way to go. So here, because we said eyeshadow, so I'm just going to be like eyeshadow palettes seem to be the way to go with promoting this brand. So basically your best seller, you just put it in here. If you have the more details will be better. You can also, so I just wrote these credentials here. They're also vegan, cruelty-free, have great testimonials, featured on XYZ. So you just change this up. If you're B2B, maybe you're featured on like Forbes, Fortune 500, whatever you're featured on, you add it here. Whatever your main perks are, like you're environmentally conscious, you focus on sustainability, all of those kinds of things you would add here. So then you submit, submit, and then you just hit enter. Then again, it says understood, and then it summarizes basically everything that you've said. Now, the next thing you would do is, if you have a brand voice guide, like the tone of your brand story, what makes your brand different, who your competitors are, whatever that is. If you have a document, usually with my clients, I get a 1-pager document from them. If they don't already have it, I will get on a call with them and I'll discuss it and I'll make the document for them. So usually what we do, we have a 1-pager at least at a minimum. Whatever your brand voice guide is, you copy that and you paste that in here. That's all you do. So it's basically like, great, here is more info. And then you say brand history, brand voice. So basically your tone, all of that we'll just put in here. What to say, what words never to use, all of that. And then the good thing about ChatGPT is it stores it in here, right? And you just keep using this chat, and then you develop it like that. So after you do that, what I do next is I will say, based on this information, can you create a content calendar for, let's say, March 2024? All right. We plan to send 3 emails a week. One should be focused on educational content every week. All right. For each email, I want you to provide me a brief description for us to take into the copywriting phase. So what it'll do is, please make sure you ask me if you have any questions prior to proceeding. So what this does is a few things. One, it'll come up with a content calendar for sure. And then two, you're asking it to ask you instead of making things up, which ChatGPT does, if you don't ask it to ask you for clarifications or to fill in any gaps. So good thing, it seems like it has all the information it needs, and it started with its week. So week 1, March 1st to 7th, 8 to 14. And the reason we put 2024 is because it has the capacity to pull that information up on like the days of the week and all of that. So great, it looks like product spotlight, March 1st, focus on best selling, including unique shades, pigments, include customer testimonials and professional endorsements, which is why we said you already know the role of a strategist, you know what a copywriter looks for, because these are the things that they incorporate into copy. If you did not mention that, it's very unlikely that they will have an idea to put in customer testimonials. Educational content, the science behind vegan makeup. So this is a great content piece to go out that'll probably intrigue people, and educational content is always a way to go with email marketing. Everyone likes to be educated. You don't want to only spam them with sales. So just like that, they have something for International Women's Day, more educational content. So you just go over that and you kind of see what makes sense. If something doesn't make sense, you ask it for more ideas, you swap it out. And you can, of course, add your own contributions in there as well. Generally, how I do it, I take this as like an idea and then I refine it further. And then sometimes I'll input that back into ChatGPT and I'll say something like, for example, March 31st, sustainable beauty choices. Can we also talk about the environment here? Let's go into detail, give me more pointers for what to give to the copywriter, et cetera, and so forth. So that's usually how I draft up a content calendar for email marketing. Very simple. It definitely cuts your time by a lot. And it's really good for those days when you feel like you have like brain fog and you're like, your mind's not working and you have to come up with ideas. ChatGPT is perfect for that. You just have to make sure you have the right prompts, you fill in all the gaps, and you make sure you give it a good role and keep asking it to ask you questions if it doesn't understand. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you.